Here's another day, and we are back at Protezione Autoworks working on my glorious 2.8 engine. There's the sump, great. The oil pump at the moment is soaking in degreaser stuff because it was minging. That is disgusting. But we have some parts. So I've ordered a lot of Febby stuff because I've used it a lot and I like it. Not saying, oh, everyone must buy Febby, because everyone's got their own preference of what they use and what they like and what they don't. So let's have a look at what's turned up so far, shall we? Ooh. So we have down here a brand new Febby metal impelled water pump. Bosh. I have a braided Vanos line. Again, I didn't need to buy this, but while I'm in there, I thought, why not? What have we got on here? Again, didn't need to buy this, but as the engine's out, solid steering bush. There we have an oiler pulley. That is a new pilot / spigot bearing. That is a 88-degree thermostat, I think. Rocker cover, rubber bits that go on the bolts, because a lot of people don't replace these, they just replace the rocker cover and it still leaks. That's because your rubber bush has been compressed too much and the bolts aren't tightening down the gasket. So top tip of the day, always replace these as well if you're doing a rocker cover gasket. That, I believe, is my sump gasket with something else attached in it, which I haven't opened yet. Let's have a quick dig around for something sharp. Oh, that is my rear main seal. I believe that is, yep, that's my sump gasket. Happy days. So potentially today I can get the oil pump back on, change the rear main, the spigot bearing, and then put the sump back on, and then the engine needs a really good clean, but I have bought some stuff to clean it with, so here we go. Wish me luck. Just a small update on the 328 situation. That's my thermostat, which was wedged open. Well, you should buy a new one. I'm in the process of still cleaning. I have to clean my sump. Oil pump is back on and clean, which is nice. Baffle plate's back on and clean. I started wiping the rest of the crap off the side of the block. Sump is all been cleaned inside and out. Beautiful. And Steve's got to tidy up outside, so he's decided that
get sidetracked and do some fun stuff.
Yeah, instead.
Well, that's been leaking.
That has been leaking, yeah.
And it's plastic.
And it's plastic.
Do we see how strong they are?
It's probably a good shout, actually.
Can I hit the work van?
The bounce test.
Fairly strong.
That works out right, doesn't it?
Fairly strong.
Welcome back to another day. I didn't get a lot done after my last video. We got so far, and then I remembered I needed a gasket for the oil pump pickup, which has now arrived. So we're back up at Protezione Autoworks and we're working on the 2.8 again. I've just sprayed the side of the block in loads of degreaser because it's absolutely minging. I've taken the oil filter housing off the side of the block because I have a new gasket for that, and I thought while we're in there, there's been a lot of while we're in there at the moment, and I don't think this is going to be the end of them. Sump's roughly back in place. This side needs a clean as well, so until that's done, there's not really much else I can do. Don't worry, there's not going to be a montage of me cleaning sludge off the side of the block, because no one really wants to see that, do you? I'll just show you the finished article when it's done. And Steve's looking at me as if I need to stop filming and actually do some work on my engine.
No, never.
I've made a decision. This is as much clean as it's going to get. I did actually buy some paint for the block, but then I've realised that I'm going to have to take a lot more off than I actually need to. And we're not trying to build a show car here. We're just trying to build an engine that works. So, I mean, this side's a lot better. Still not great, but wow, from what it was, dramatic improvement. Sump back off. oil strainer back on, sump gasket on, oil strainer gasket on actually, sump gasket back on, oil filter housing clean and then put back on, and then we're cooking on gas. Good progress. Sump is back on, oil filter housing done, new water pump in, and I stupidly just thought, wonder what the block would look like if I hit it with a wire wheel. Turns out, relatively good. So, but do I want to carry on? I mean, let's face it, you're not going to see most of this, but it does look nice and clean now compared to what it was earlier. It looked horrendous. So I think, I mean, this side you're not going to see any of that. That's all going to be covered in inlet manifold and things. But yeah, I think you'd agree it looks a lot better. So what's the next step then? Well, next step would be top half of the engine. We've got a few spicy bits to add. Ooh. There is one small issue though. When I had the engine upside down, I had oil seeping through a couple of the valve guides. So that would tell me that possibly valve guides aren't as good as they should be. Now, do I just say send it, see what happens? Or, as I've got to take the cams out anyway, do I just buy some and change them? Also, while I'm in there, this is going to be a recurring theme, I think. While I'm in there, I may as well do new lifters. And I don't want to take the head off, there's no point, it's got good compression. If the head gasket fails like 10 miles down the road, then it is what it is. But this is supposed to be a quick refresh and in the wagon. It was going to be before we go on our little road trip, but I can't say too much about that because there's going to be a few of us, and we might be doing a video on that, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, it's just escalated beyond the quick refresh now. Epic. Also have some new parts that have turned up, which is great. So next episode I think will be Vanos rebuild, and oh yeah, we're rebuilding the Vanos as well, and then potentially valve guides and cams can go in. Oh, and Steve needs to order me an M50 fitting kit because the way the M50 was fitted on this engine was horrendous. So yeah, join me next week when I'm still in a world of pain putting a cheap engine back together. Peace out.